What's up today, guys? So I was going to continue skating the Solomon ST60s because I was actually starting to feel them a little bit, but something came in the mail. Mesmers. I used to like skating Thrones a lot, but they always felt really big on me. So I decided to try to order a smaller shell size in the Mesmers. So this is I normally would have skated the 8-9 shell. This is the 6 to 7.5 shell, which I've got to be honest with you, this feels like an 8.5 shell. Whenever I put my foot into it, it still feels kind of long, but not as bad as the 8-9 shell actually is. I want to say, I would have to say that if you're even a big 8.5, this should fit you, the 7.5. So I'm hoping they don't feel too big on me after a while. This is the Dominic Bruce, and this is a beautiful skate. I think it's super rad. I've already slid them on, done a few tricks just to kind of feel them out to make sure it was going to be something that I wanted to actually try to continue using. I'll say right away, the liners are extremely comfortable, but just right away, the material on the inside of the liner slides around a little bit. I can feel my heel lifting and things like that. So I might try to stick some Velcro on the inside to the back of the liners and to the inside of the boot to try to keep it from moving around later on. Not for today, but and I'm not a fan of the Kaiser Fluid 5 frames, the flat frames. I'm an anti-rocker guy, so I went ahead and put some Fluid 4s on here. All I had was white, but they'll do for today. I might play around with some other frame combinations later because I am going to try and continue using this skate for a while. But anyways, I hope I like these. I will do a small talk about them after I skate a little bit. So let's check it out. Well, I'm bleeding, so, I love these. These feel great. The one thing I have to say about them is, buy a smaller size than you think. So normally I would skate an 8.5-ish. Always worn 8.5 in shoes my whole life, and this is the 7.5 shell with a 7.5 liner. I don't want to get blood on the new skates. This liner, it barely comes to right here. Like, and this is a 7.5 liner, and I know this because I wear an 8.5 and my toe stretches out the neoprene in this. But this boot still feels too big. This feels like an 8-9 boot. This 6, 7.5, I think is what they call it. It feels like an 8-9 boot. I'm actually gonna possibly consider ordering some of the smaller shells, like the smallest size they make. And I think that mixed with this liner, which man, I'm gonna get blood on this stuff. I really like this liner. I'm a fan of how wide this tongue is, because I can really tighten it down and get it to like wrap around me, which feels nice. I will say, there's nothing on the back of this liner, so it just shifts up and down so easily, even with my foot in it. I didn't like that. Other than that, I love these skates. These are going to be the daily drivers for a little while. I did, like halfway through, swap out for my Create Originals. I wanted a shorter frame for more control, and it worked perfect. Gonna continue to skate Creates. I just dig them. Grooves are great. Skate, the frame lengths are great, especially for like control. Anyways, well, I'm gonna go wash my bloody self up and possibly order a smaller shell size in the morning. But yeah, Mesmers are dope.